For my case, as I was saying, is that financial freedom is very important for me. That the man is not lazy and hardworking and he can generate wealth. But in my case, I've like men have come and I'm pretty, so they have come and they are driving most of like several, I can count them. They are driving and I'm like, bro, thank you, but yeah, I can like vision how good my life right now can be if I just say yes and I agree to get married to you. But as in for me and my peace of mind, that's not my lane to go with. So it has become so like consistent until like my brother normally jokes like right now he's telling so you're waiting for a pilot to come out because umekataa Vitz, umekataa nini, umekataa Subaru, umekataa nini. I'm like, it's not about the car, by the way. It's not about the car or the money. I've said money is very important in a relationship and has made so many relationships to fail, but I want to build the wealth with them. But there are also women out here, and spoiler alert, there's someone who's telling me that they need a man who is driving and I should connect them to the ones that come to me and I don't want them. So yeah, so there are women who are that way, and it's definitely okay for you to, pick your own choice, but also or you should ask people the consequences of starting a relationship with such a man or such a woman. Ask about advices, and if that's the lane you want to go, kindly, just go. But for my case and my other good friends is that, that's not on the plate. It's important and wow. And sometimes, like, I'm normally, like, told, maybe, like, when you're making jokes with your friends, they are like, maybe you're always refusing them, and maybe your husband is one of them. So you don't want a husband who's blessed. You want to start working with him or selling, my eye with him so that he's your husband, so that you grow. So there's also that, like, for me, I'll call it like a small fear of, because they ask you generally, ulimkataa, wanaenda kanisa, anafanya nini, he's ticking your box, why not? You're like, yeah, no. I want to start with that person, not from my eye, but at least they have come somewhere and I'm somewhere, then we go together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in short, hutaki msee mna grow apart.
No.
You grow together.
Yeah.
Material ipatikana ndio. Tunataka wa Subaru.
Yeah, there are so many. Subaru, Vitz, Yeah, but that's not the plate. Everyone has their own plate to choose from. If you want a situationship, you're gaining the free rides to your home, money, and etc. So if you want such a type of situationship, go that way. It's an easy lane.
Okay. Now in your case, ukipata huyu ni demu umependa, unasikia ati yako inakwambia there's no one else. Nishakupata yote. Then unapata kuna kabarade fulani kana kuom. Na kana pisha mlango. Ukiangalia kwenye kako hivi, hii ni thread serious. Yamechi package. Unaona hapa. Ukijiangalia naye unasema mzee niko chini. So in such a case unaweza do. Ndio ameanza ku create interest. Yeah. Lakini bado hajajipa kabisa. Ako kwako lakini venye unaona venye kunaenda roho itaruka very soon.
Hiyo mimi akili mapema.
Wazi fightia.
Unajua once dem ako inclined ama anapenda mzidi ya do. It's very hard maybe tunaambia all habits die hard. Kwa hivyo hiyo ndio basis mnaanza relationship. Do. Itakuwa ngori bro in the future man. Ni cases ngapi mwanzo tumesikia unajua. Kija fulani ndio tunamjua anakuoka nje. Unasema tu sasa ashaifunga sasa itakuwa ngumu kutoka hapo. So usingie for me that's a red flag. If you are attracted to this other guy because he has money. And me sakai kubisha. Mr. Mimi lazima ndio ndoke.
That's a free world. Kuenda tu itajipa tu. That's nice. Swali ya mwisho. Hii ndio ya kukafunga. Tumeongea a lot about relationship na situationship and so how do you when you start a relationship from day one, how do you ensure that what are those things mna agree? Tuseme hapa history kwanza na kwa agree. Hata kuna verse kwa Amos ni 3:3 nasemanga how can two people work together unless they agree? I think it can make sense in every area, whether in marriage, in politics, in biashara. Ndio wasema watembe pamoja lazima wa agree. Ndio. So what are those things you must agree? Tukianza hii safari ndio safari iko na mwelekeo ya relationship. Ndio msipate mnaenda. Hata Yesu alisamanga kipofu akiendesha kipofu anaingia kwa shimo. So msitembee kwa manjia zina mashimo. So leo shimo, kesho shimo. Ama tembea kapaka naye na kakileta destination clear every day. Tuanze na Kuche.
So the things you agree on. I think it's a gradual process, growth that vitu basic kama mzee, you want to be a Christian. Lazima mzee utambue. Mia lisiati nini. Wewe foundation. Kama wewe foundation. Hiyo keja tujengi. And personality types pia una gauge your partner with ile personality type. So for instance, me coming to outspoken, outgoing, lazima understand. Like mzee me tukiwa na wewe as in we are committing to a relationship. Lazima tuende kishindo shika na wewe nataka ushipata wale madeo. Wale wasichana wale mwanzo unapenda kwao man. Personality man, unaenda kila mtu ni aje. Amini wewe sana.
Asijifanye hapo tu.
Bro. Ndio nienda kwa So for me, she has to understand that some form of socialization obviously I'm not the jealous type that I'm arguing but how you relate to these men, how you socialize with them, don't be so touchy. You stay with the talk.
Ashike to God na wewe.
Bana ndio so hiyo ni kitu kingine. Na pia na bonga pia. Dem kuna valve. Hatuwezi peleka. Lazima kumdem. She's smart enough to go. Kitu na bongi na anaongea na nani. Kuna mmoja unaweza bonga na bro yako hizo. So basically just the social sphere. Could agree on basic things in the social sphere. Una relate na msiflani, una relate na mimi. Obviously God kama ile. Hizo vitu vingine tunajua ni kizuri ama.
Muhimu. Na wewe what are those things lazima tu agree tukianza hii safari? Okay. Guess vitu mbele tukienda.
Okay, in my case, there are a lot. I think as you grow up, zinaendeka zikiongeza list. But I think the major one is that person has to be a believer. Like the foundation, like I've seen, like of course, like you get to also date people who are not in church or ministry like you are. So, like if you, like when you date someone who is not born again and someone who is born again, your standards or principles are very different. So this person has different principles and you have na standards zako ziko huku. So you kinda like conflicts. That's why you are saying like the like terms go together if you and two people
cannot work together unless they agree.
Two people cannot work together unless they agree. So, like for me, number one has to be born again. You have to be a believer, Then from there, okay, so the reason I'm saying mostly because of the salvation is because as a believer, you're told it's wrong to abuse someone or talk to grown-ups wrongly, Those, they are basic principles. Whereas, like if you date someone, and you can also date a believer who is that way, so it's not an exception that because he's a believer and he's not talking to makangas the way, rudely or something. But at least like when that person is born again, you both have similar principles. Okay, so when you cross, like I'll tell you, hey, by the way, babe, ukuongelesha ule mtu vizuri, you need to talk to, alikosea. Like, okay, I know, but we are taught about forgiveness and solving conflicts. You have similar principles or standards as compared to like dating or being in a courtship with someone who has different beliefs, because the two beliefs, they have their own characteristics. So huko nje it's not a big deal when you're talking to people rudely, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But for me, right now, I go and I speak rudely to a makanga or a mama of kiosk, I kind of feel bad. Yeah, I kind of feel bad. And if someone else comes and tells me, hey, but you didn't talk to makanga well, they also feel it was wrong. But when you are from different, like, the way he's saying social, standards, that one is like, no, he deserved that or she deserved that. So for me, from the word go, at least, God acquire a major one in his life. And then, as he had said, someone is not perfect, so others you build on the way. But they are non-negotiable, hardworking. I don't want someone who's lazy, sleeping, especially a man, no, who is like sleeping. He's sleeping. He's not hardworking, lazy. No. There's just other things. Apart from your spirituality, we cannot even talk much or be in a relationship. So those things are like hardworking. You have to be hardworking, at least not lazy. At least be someone of good principles, which go back to like your religiousness and your beliefs. Another one, maybe I'll say, be like understand my personality. Like your personalities have to match. Like he had said, your personalities have to match. So me, I'm an outgoing person, I'll be talking, to people. So maybe this person is calm and then they're like, why are you talking to these people? Insecure people, we cannot cross that boundary of calling you babe. No, that is a red flag. And so from the word go, I'll look for any red flag to not be in that relationship. And if I find one, bro, we are sorry. As much as there are others you can work on the way, but the others are, completely at zero and negative. So yes.
Okay. That's what I'm sure before tumalize show. And Moskiza. Now this is the question I want to ask. You may pop up as you answer in the questions. Now in a relationship, what is really the goal of dating? Juu kuna watu wakidate kenye wanatafuta ni makosa. Kuna get. Ndio kuna wasichana date wakitafuta makosa. Asikia sema, uchali ni mpoa lakini nataka kumjua poa. Ungesikia kenye nataka kujua. Anataka tu red flags tu ingione kama hapa atainua mguu. So msa atakuchimba. So unapata focus yake ishatoka the good part of you. So they're looking for these two flaws. Unajua ukianza kutafuta makosa mtu hata huwezi ngangana hata one day. Hata come through to you, start seeing those two cracks. So my question would be, okay, to me this is my understanding. Wakati wasema on a date, the main goal of dating ni to develop friendship. Ubeshte deepen. Ubeshte ni rahisi kucorrect. To me I feel nowadays ni kama wase wako so much into angalia hizo maflaws manini mpaka unasahau to develop what your friendship. So at that point Ndio ndo umejibu hiyo swali. Nasema unatafuta red flag.
Like, you know, the question before was
Okay, what are those things you check?
You check. So, of course, I'll be watching if I see any red flag.
Okay.
But no, the second question now about
Okay, what is your wakati una date? Should the focus be so much into the weakness? Money could develop best.
Okay, so if we are dating, so that's like you already crossed the boundary.
So ushakuuliza ukasema yes, no less that.
No, they're out of team makosa. Okay. Yeah, so I've said like if before I agree, the question before was before I agree. So what am I checking the red flags? But if I've already now agreed we are dating, I'm not looking for flaws. But if I find them now on the way, that's when, you know, hey you, can you work on this? Yeah.
Hakuna wengine uficha.
After white,
hata wakati mko hivi, so unless sasa uingie into the real journey the person utakuja kujua msa ukikamkanyaka kidole hivi hii ulipuka few si uchomeka. So few si uchomeka, so yeah, nakucha unaonaje hiyo story?
Amuna makosa ulitumia kwa ile courting phase. Nguvu coffee. Asema ndio ndio ule unja na bongo, unaona? So unajua obviously hakuna mtu kwa perfect, so kuna makosa zingine kule wewe kusema ati you not step into a relationship with this person because you know he or she maybe this way or that way. Yeah. You know, so that the whole point of being in a relationship is you know you complement each other's strength. Alafu hiyo story nyingine ndio mnashughulikia mmoja na ndio spending mmoja na mwingine. Alafu there's some faults that and you as a worker.
Yeah.
You know, so the whole goal of dating now is to enhance the friendship. Because really friendship will change on the courting phase. You know, so dating there's a thin line between dating and courting. You know that dating is a established kuna ka interest interested in you, interested in me. We have a vision of where we are heading in terms of in this relationship. So hapo hivyo goal saya ku date sana you become even more friends. Unasema this ile marriage you last kabisa ni obviously based alafu iko founded on God so based based na kawira mazidi umechoka lakini mazima unataka kufika brand ndio cha wife ni fulani hapo yuko ofisi hapo nje so ile based hizi your relationship hizi kwa hivyo so goal ya dating kwa
got it.
But let me ask a question. So if the goal of dating is friendship, have you ever had like people who began dating and they now turned to friends? No, they are no longer dating.
They are no longer dating on a relationship.
No, they are friends. Like they're friends.
As it?
Probably along the way, you know, it became more of like bestie or friend. Okay. So it like if you compare that type of relationship with others who are like in a relationship, you say, the tag too. There's just a tag that this person, I'm dating this person. So where is the thin line to make sure you're still in a relationship and not just friends?
A relationship minus the romance aspect. Hakuna romance. I will use as when you make intentions clear.
So what if you just become friends along the way? So you're more friends than like boyfriend or girlfriend.
You're more like friends. Hakuna relationship. Far romantically involved. Unauliza the causes of that.
No,
I'm asking.
No, I'm asking. So let's say, for example, we have begun dating. So this is a romantic relationship, but there's no romantic goals. So after I've agreed to become your boyfriend and become your girlfriend, and now you're my boyfriend. So like as much as like of course you have to be friends with that person because you are in a relationship with them. When you say it's more of a friendship, what's the thin line to make sure, like, you know, because you can turn out to be friends, just friends.
So you thin line need to prevent to go best. tubaki kwa romantic relationship.
Yeah, you still focus on, this person is my boyfriend. You're not just like, your friend.
I'll make the intentions clear. I'm not going to show Edna. At the end of the day, this is what I intend for us to be. And I intend for you to be my woman or my girl. Because kuna wasi mazima naenda kadate, unachapariba mazima na kwa best ile design. Sasa mkianza kuongea stories za relationship unakuwa bro acha hivi.
It has shifted totally.
So you have to make your intentions clear. Na vile vile you quoting this lady. It has to be in a manner that depicts your interest in that particular. It must depict your interest and the pathway that you want this relationship to take, whether it's
Okay.
So for me, I think along the way you make sure you still remind that person, or you still make boundaries too. We are still in a relationship. It's not more. I'm not your bro. I'm not your bro here, or I'm not your sister here. Yeah. So along the relationship, as much as it's about the friendship, as my friends are saying, make sure you still make boundaries where they still know this is not just a friendship. We are dating you.
I have some small gestures, I think. Like when we're talking, I can hold your hand.
Friends can't hold hand.
Ukikula na mtu akakitu hapa ataka una kakitu.
Rene pia nini? Yeah, I think tuanza na ubeshte. But if kama una feel umedevelop nini something, vocalize it. Na mkianza hata hiyo romance, you even deepen your friendship deeper. Yeah, I think relationship ubebwa na ubeshte. Yeah, so I think that's good. So what's your closing remarks? Check your camera wapate your closing remarks.
Be straightforward with your intentions and have boundaries and be true to yourself. Do not compromise yourself to the extent that unaweza kujividilia and fit in good relationship. Ama ndio mtu mwingine ku accept. Be yourself. Be also compromise, because the relationships are also all about compromising. Because people wanatoka huko kwingine, umetoka huko kwingine sana patana. And stay true to your relationship. Determine your vision of where you want the relationship to proceed. Yeah.
Okay, for my case, as we were beginning, we were talking about relationship and situationship. So my closing remark is for you to be aware if you're in a relationship or in a situationship. So the different definitions where we were talking about cheating and how to know if you're dating or if you're not dating. Because sometimes when the situationships are not defined as boyfriend or girlfriend, it's just a vibe that is flowing. So for me, my closing remark is just be aware. Be aware if you're dating or you're not dating. If you're this guy who has been taking someone out and you're not spoken and officially ask that person to be your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you're probably in a situationship. So vocalize and be able to also get the other person's mind up or place where they are. And if they don't choose you, please don't force issues. I've told you they are not 12 women, they are not 12 men. You can go there out and you'll find someone who will choose you, who will treat you right, who will not cheat on you, who will not do all those types of things, who is not sure about you. So make sure you know the difference between a situationship and a relationship. As we were speaking about, I hope you guys have enjoyed this topic.
So thank you so much for watching, and pray that more shows will come this year, and I believe itasaidia watu wengi sana. So Kush, thank you for the wisdom. Edna, thank you for the input, and I believe as we do more shows, zitabariki watu wengi sana. So we request you to subscribe, share, watoto wengi wajue difference ya hii na hii, watu wasaidike sana. Otherwise, I was the host, Derek, Edna, then Kush. So see you next time. Happy New Year.
Yeah.